new to 4.0 is Volumic shadow maps, and this is basically an advanced form of shadow maps that takes into consideration objects' opacity as well as their actual depth. So regular shadow maps will basically do a trace into the scene, and once it hits an object, it'll create an opaque shadow map for that object. But with the Volumic shadows, it does the trace into the scene and computes the shadow map using the depth, but also considers the surface's transparency and color. So you basically can get more realistic shadow maps using the Volumic shadow map option. So just to take a quick look, what we can do is enable shadow maps for the region. And you can see right away we're getting an opaque shadow. Let's just soften that up a little bit so we can get a softer look. And then to enable Volumic shadow maps, we can just turn it on here. And you can see right away we're considering the actual transparency of the object when computing the shadow map, which gives a much more realistic look. There's also a flag here where we can consider the color of the object. So in that way we get even more realism where we consider the transparent color of the object. And this actually works really good in situations where you have many transparent objects one after another and you want realistic kind of shadow information. So the most immediate case where this is really useful is with hair, where you have thousands of hair overlaid on top of each other, very transparent, and you want the shadows to actually be tinted the proper color. So we'll take a look at the difference it creates with shadow maps in just 1 second. If we look at some of the other options, we have a subsample parameter, and this is basically for subpixel sampling. So you can consider this an n by n sample. So 2 would mean 2 by 2 samples per pixel, so a total of 4 samples per pixel. So this can basically help you control the quality of your shadow map. And then we have a step size, and that works mainly for the volume shaders and actually controls the threshold between our samples as we trace through the scene. So let's take a quick look at how this works with hair.